We're talking her whole self. How she took all the steps of the life of the child Jesus, one step at a time, reflecting on them in her heart. It would have been interesting to be there as we celebrate the Feast of the Magi next week, the original Magi, when Jesus was probably around 6 years old by the time the Magi came. We put them together because that's how Matthew reports it, but we know the historical aspect of it is Jesus was grown. They had already left Egypt. They went there, as you know, to be saved from Herod's attacks on children, on the holy innocents. And eventually the child grows up and they go back to Nazareth. And Mary took this into her heart. She was challenged. I mean, we picture her as pretty and blue and white and smiling and glass eyes if it's a piece of sculpture or beautiful paintings. But in her heart, she had reality. It wasn't all bubbles and angels and beautiful pictures. She was gifted to be the person on earth that God chose to carry his son to you and to me today. She was the person who was tested, and she walked the journey of reality. Nowhere in the scriptures are we told she was spared. God didn't want her to cry. God didn't want her to see her son bleeding. God did not want to have her experience his son when he was lost in the temple. God wanted his son to be born into a great big cushioned bed and nightstand and crib. No, she wasn't exposed to that. She wasn't spared the reality of giving birth to Jesus, the Word made flesh. So yes, she took these things into her heart. And again, we have to apply that to ourselves. Life isn't a bowl of cherries, as they say. Life isn't easy all the time. It wasn't easy for Mary. I'm sure it was joyful. Giving birth, never did it, of course. But any one of us who's seen a baby, the Italians, we goo-goo gaga over babies, you know. Italians, when an Italian baby comes into a household, he or she is put right in the middle of the table and everybody can play with him. That's how we do with babies. I don't know about Mary and the shepherds and Joseph with baby Jesus, but we know she rejoiced